So when I look at that and I realize where they come from and the things they faced, I recognize that the confidence is not there, that they need the love and support to make a decision all the way through. And I think back, if I had not made that decision to stick it out with Jesse, in the sense of staying on the phone with him, staying on the Zoom until he finalized the payment, so many of the people that we've worked with would not be here, would not be married right now. So many. I would say probably almost all of them, because he and I have partnered in this process. He will communicate with them, he'll set up the appointments, and then I will close the deal. As a lot of people say, you're a hard closer. And I let one person that left after paying in full cause me to change that and cause me to soften it up, essentially. And I'm sorry for doing that. I just want to ask for forgiveness. But I'm human too, in the sense of I don't want people to feel controlled. I love people so much. Sales is a crazy thing, man. But everything is sales. Motivation, inspiration. And this morning when I didn't want to get out of bed again, I'm going back to that because maybe you can relate. God's message to you today is throw the net one more time. He's going to fill it up for you because he's telling you to do it again. Do it again, Peter. Do it again. And I've worked all night. I know you have, but you got what it takes. You can do it. I'm here to support you, and I'm here to tell you you can do it. And with that message, I'm going to revisit every single person, all four that in the last week or two here, all four that I released and didn't do a hard close on. And I'm willing. I realize that we have an awesome father that would be willing to yoke with us and love us well and raise us up, help us to rise up when we can't, when we don't believe we could. And so we have Yeshua here telling Peter to throw it. He got into the boat, put into the deep water, and lower your nets for a catch of fish. Simon replied, Master, we worked hard all night to the point of exhaustion and caught nothing in our nets. But at your word, because you say to do it, I'm going to do it. I will lower my nets again. And I'm here to say to you, do it again. You can do it. Like those of you waking up and getting here with me at 5 a.m., you can do it. How can I support you? I'm here to tell you, if I can do it, you can do it. And I realize that I'm human just like you. I have weaknesses. I get to a place where I don't want to keep going either. I'm tired. I want to sleep. And my message to you is the same one that I got. Throw the nets over and do it again. And when they had done this, they caught a great number of fish, and their nets were at the point of breaking. They signaled to their partners in the other boat to come and help them, and they came and filled both of the boats with fish, so that they began to sink. Do you hear me? They filled both boats with fish that they began to sink. That's how much. On the authority of what God says, that if you're willing to keep going, I promise you, you're going to get results. And I promise you, though, that you have to be willing to take action. You have to be willing to take a risk. And what's even more interesting, now we're in the same place, Luke 5. You go further down. I'm just seeing this even as I'm reading here. The very next scene, after they brought the boats to the land and left everything, after they, now verse 12, same chapter, Jesus was in one of the cities where he came to a man covered with leprosy. When he saw Jesus, he fell on his face, begging him, Lord, if you're willing, you can make me clean and well. And it's interesting how Jesus would heal and then tell them, don't tell anybody. Just, of course, they would go tell everyone. News spread. And he came to another man paralyzed, carrying him on a stretcher. And then he came in another man where they were just doing whatever it took to get to Jesus to be healed. And then he came across a man who was sitting near the water where the angels would stir it. And I'm trying to see if it's here. Yeah. Yep, here it is. Why are you questioning in your hearts? Jesus would say, which is easier to say, your sins are forgiven. Okay, because he was being questioned by naysayers about the way that he did it. The way that he said, pick up your mat and walk and go home. Because again, it's so interesting how people will question your tactics. People will question how you do things. But if you're getting the fruit, getting the results, Jesus was getting healing, yet they were questioning him. He was Messiah, Jesus. And it's interesting, his tactics a lot of times were just pick up your mat and walk, go do it, take action, go. You got to take action if you want to get results. And it's funny because I am that way. I'm like, let's go. No excuses. Stop making excuses and start taking action. You want results? You want to be married? You want a better business? You want to develop your company and have more cash flow, a better business, a better marriage, a better life? You want an epic life? You got to take action. And it's real and it's true. And I see here is Yeshua doing the same thing. Pick up your mat and walk. Get up. Go. Do it. Throw the nets over to the other side, Peter. It'll work this time. It'll work. The question is, are you willing to say, okay, yes, I believe you, and take action and do it? In spite of your doubts, in spite of your fear, are you willing? That's where the results lie. Not in feeling sorry for yourself, not for staying in bed, sleeping all morning. I'm telling you, get up, rise up, and go early in the morning and come here and let's do this together. Let's go after it. Love yourself well enough to get up in the morning and let me help you love yourself and help you to get more confidence to where you can make decisions. And that's where the proof, the action that you are developing your confidence is to make a decision and not just make a decision, but follow through to the end. And I realize in the beginning, I apologize. Please forgive me for those that I let you slip through, that I didn't stay the course with you. I believed you when you said, okay, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm in. And I let you off the phone before you actually finalized it and followed through. I let you off the Zoom. I let you off our meeting, our appointment without finishing. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. And Jesse Kaufman and all of those that Jesse has impacted. Congratulations. And well done, Jesse. Well done, brother. I'm going back to the hard close. It's worth it. It's worth it if somebody chooses to believe that my ways are wrong or the way that I hard close is too much for them. For that one person that possibly, it doesn't work out because they choose, again, it's a choice. They choose not to throw the net over. They choose not to get out of the boat. I want you to think about that. Peter chose to listen to Yeshua. He'd never met him before. First time he's like, we fished all night. Who the heck are you? But okay, I'm willing to do it again and trust you must know something that I don't know. Okay, I'll do it. And he made that decision. And let's look now, let's fast forward to where Peter was getting out of the boat. Now, Peter is now taking initiative to see a miracle. He's taking an initiative. He had to step out of the boat, and he even asked, "Can I do this now?" Jesus didn't tell him to do this. Matter of fact, they were fearful on the boat. There was storm crashing and lightning and thunder, and they're on a boat, and they're like, "What in the world? We're gonna die out here." And they see Jesus walking on the water, and it says that they were afraid because they thought it was a ghost. They were afraid because they thought it was a ghost. And then here is Peter. Let's see, Matthew 14, 22 through 33. It says, Jesus sent them ahead. And then let's pull this up. I'm just going to pull it up and read it. Matthew 14, 22. This is good stuff, y'all, to see his progression. 14, 22. All right. He directed disciples go ahead of him in the sea, and while he sent the crowds away, after he had dismissed the crowds, he went up in the mountains himself to pray. This is all Jesus. Verse 24, the boat was already a long distance from the land, tossed and battered from the waves, the wind against them. And in the fourth watch of the night, roughly about 3 to 6 a.m., Jesus came to them walking on the sea. Now, when the disciples, verse 26, saw him walking on the sea, walking on the water, they were terrified and said, "It's a ghost." And they cried out in fear. But immediately he spoke to them, saying, "Take courage, it is I. Do not be afraid." Okay, look at this. This is where it all shifts to verse 28. Here's a man who says, "We've been fishing all night." He had doubts, and he's like, "Are you serious? There's no way. I give it all I've got, and I don't have any more. But I'll do what you say, and we'll go back out into the deep of the water." And they go back out there, and we'll throw the nets in one more time. And it says they got so much fish because they were willing to do it one more time that it filled both boats. Do you hear that promise? That the boats began to sink. They were so full with results. Results, results, results. Your results are coming because you practiced in private. God is going to reward you in public. You did fish all night. You fished all night. That was the practice, 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 getting good at your craft over and over and over. And God is going to reward you because God is not mocked. You will reap that which you have sown. So do it again. Do it again. So verse 20, Peter replied to him. Now this is fast forward. Peter's been walking with him now as one of his disciples. He's learning from him. But look at this, how he has now shifted from doubt of like, seriously, doing it all night, but he's willing to do the work always. And what did that create? A man of faith and a man that now is willing to take initiative, willing to step out into the waters when nobody else did. He was the one that said, "Let me come." He says, Peter replied to him, "Lord, if it's you, then command me to come to you on the water." He took initiative. Peter shifted from that man that's like, "Okay, I'm going to follow directions, but," and he said, "Do it one more time, Peter." And he did it. And he got results. He was willing to do the work and keep on doing the work, even though he was exhausted. He tapped into the power. He tapped into the love, and he tapped into the sound mind to overcome what his mind said is possible. No, it's not possible to get any fish. I've been doing it all night. My results are zero. Have you ever felt that way in what you're doing or trying to do? And here's Peter now. He's shifted. Fast forward, he's been working with Jesus, working with Yeshua. And he said, bid me to come. I want to step out on the waters. Now he's like, I want to take initiative. I see you're doing it. If you can do it, I can do it. Super awesome. And guess what Jesus said? He said, come. Come on. You want it? Come on. You want it? Come get it. Come on. Come on. Peter, come. So Peter got out of the boat and walked on water towards Jesus. You know, and sometimes you take initiative and then you get freaking scared, right? You realize, what in the world have I done? How is this possible that I'm defying gravity, that I'm defying the nature of what water is? It's transparent, right? Or it's not a hard surface. It's you don't stand on water. You don't walk on water. All of a sudden you realize what he's actually doing, that he took initiative in, and it's actually working. And he freaked out. I know I would too. And he started to sink. He started to have fear and doubt. It's real. He said, Lord, save me, help. And you know, it's so powerful. Jesus didn't say, suck it up. Come on. What's wrong with you? Oh, ye of little faith. Come on. Get your shit together. Nope, he reached out his hand. Super powerful. He reached out his hand. But the interesting thing is, when he grabbed it, then he spoke his truth to him, right? He did say it. Oh, ye of little faith. Why did you doubt? You know, so it's interesting how these things happen, but he reached out his hand and Peter grabbed it. That's so powerful. The connection, the love, the affection. I'm here for you, and I'm going to reach my hand out to you. And he grabbed it. So it's so interesting how the little things that we see as an example. First of all, Jesus, Yeshua, challenges Peter. But I've been working hard all night. Do it again. He does it again. He gets results. Then Yeshua is an example of walking on the water, and Peter is like, I want to do this. I'm going to take an. Let me come out there. Can I come out there? Yeshua says, come. You want it? Come on. Come after. Then Peter gets out there and he starts freaking out, seeing, oh my gosh, this is working. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. And he starts to doubt and fear. He starts to shrink back, have disbelief. And what happens? He starts to sink. Such a beautiful picture. Sinking. He didn't just fall in the water all of a sudden, by the way. He started sinking. That's the mercy and grace of God, even in this situation. And he says, help me. Right? It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe anymore. Right? We all feel that way. And Yeshua reached his hand out. And Peter was able to grab it. And I believe instantly that he rose back up. All was well. Maybe the sea calmed down. Storms, maybe the sun came out. Maybe by this time sunrise happened. Doesn't finish that, but it does say that Jesus said, oh, you have little faith. Why did you doubt? And that's my message for me today. Carlos, why did you doubt? Why did you doubt? And see, doubt is a dream killer, y'all. Doubt is a procrastinator. All right. Doubt is a dream killer. Doubt is a procrastinator. Doubt will keep you from getting to your dreams. Doubt will keep you from stepping out in the waters. Doubt will keep you from throwing the net to the other side and doing it again, Peter. Little faith. Why did you doubt? And when he got in the boat, the wind ceased. When the sun came up, beautiful picture, right? And it's interesting here. Let's look this word doubt up. I just want to know. I love deep dives. So we're going to the original definition immediately now. We're going to the Greek. Jesus, having stretched out the hand, took hold of him and says to him, of little faith, of why did you doubt? Did you doubt? It's what I'm going to look up. It looks like it's edistasis is a Greek word. And 1365, to doubt, to waver. Just want to read it. To waver, and it's a verb. So there's action here, right? To doubt, you change your action. To waver is to doubt. And so going two ways, here we go. It says to double, two or double. Properly going two ways, shifting between position, choosing a double stance, and hence wavering. Do you follow me? You've got two roads, and there's Yeshua saying, let's go, come this way. It's going to work. Step out of the boat. Come on, you got what it takes. Let's go. And he's like, but no, let me go this way. No, this way. Look, if somebody has the results that you want, do what they do. Choose the road that they're going. The pathway that got them there is going to be the pathway that'll get you there. So it's interesting that that's what doubt and wavering is trying to decide between two opinions, your opinion or the opinion of that person who wants to disciple you to get you where you want to go. You got to do what they do. And it's not easy. And your way may feel like, oh, but I'm comfortable here. I've always done it this way. Say no. Do it again. Do it again, Peter. Be willing to do it again. But this time, do it under the instruction of the person trying to disciple you. In this case, it was Yeshua, Jesus. And then again, same thing with come. Now, Peter's taking initiative, but again, he has a little fear and doubt, is wavering. And then what happens? Later, it's funny how he's always being tested. Then Peter later on denies knowing Yeshua. Why is that important? Well, because it really needed to be solidified in him that he really was believing. And we're going to go through tests, right? The test of the fish and a miracle happened. The test of walking on the water, a miracle happened. The test then of, do you know Yeshua? Aren't you friends with him? And then he denied him. But then when a full circle came around, and what did Yeshua do? What did Jesus do? He still loved him and still said, you're a powerful man upon this rock. Even though there's so many cases of Peter wavering, here's what I know about Peter. It wasn't about the fact that he wavered and he had fears and doubts. It was the fact that he kept coming back. He kept coming back. He kept taking action. He kept doing it. Even though he failed, even though he had fear, he kept stepping out in the water. He would throw the net again. He would deny Yeshua that he knew him. But then when Yeshua came to him, he kept coming back and saying, okay, I'll do it again. Okay, I'll do it again. Okay. What are you saying? No to your dreams and your goals? Fear, letting fear cause you to shrink back? Are you allowing your own abilities to keep you from going after your dreams? You got to push through it and gain the skills, gain the wisdom. Go that pathway in the person that went before you that you see they've got the results. There's a reason why they have the results and you don't. There's a reason. It's not because they're better than you are. It's because they've done the work. They've done the work. You've got to be willing to do the work and follow in the way that they say. Like Yeshua said, he wasn't a fisherman, but he had the wisdom and knew, go back out to the waters. They caught the fish. Step out on the water. Come. And then he reached his hand out and said, oh, you little faith. Why did you doubt? Pulled him into the water, up out of the waters of sinking, and then yoked with him, right? I could just picture him like holding his arm or hugging Peter, probably hugging him. Peter's like, thank you. Oh, I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to sink in the water and die. The storms were all around me. The facts are, yes, the storms were all around. The facts are, yes, he had fished all night. The facts are that, yes, he denied Yeshua 3 times. But guess what? He was always willing to take action in spite of his fear. He was willing to push through and take action, go after what he wanted. That's why I want to encourage you today. Thanks for being here. God bless you. I know I started a little bit late, but finishing a little bit late here. You can do it. I believe in you. And just know that you have what it takes to get the results. You've been called and you are chosen. You are chosen, or you wouldn't be here this morning. But you've got to believe it. You've got to tap into that confidence, that courage. And I'm not saying you're going to do it perfect every time. I'm actually here to tell you, just like Peter, just like me, you're going to have days where you're off. You're going to have days where you believe what they say, the naysayers say. You believe what the ones who don't have your results say, right? And it's okay, but you got to go for it. You got to keep going. You got to be willing to get back up. You got to be willing to go do it again. Do it again. Do it again. It's working. Do it again. Don't let them convince you that it's not working, because you have the fruit. You have Jesse Kaufman. You have Ken Mullet. You have Richard Yoder. You have Lamar. You have Nathan Kinsinger. You have Lamar Burkholder. You have Eli. Come on. You have Caleb. You have Lester. I could go on and on, the people that I've worked with. Why do I let one person convince me? Why do I let myself convince me? My own mind. I'm super grateful. I just want to say this right now. Super grateful for all those of you that I've worked with, Amish or non-Amish, Amish or English, that trusted me. I don't take that lightly. I love you. I believe in you. And you got what it takes. You can get back up. I'm not offering a hand out. I'm offering a hand up. I'm going to give you everything that I know. And then if I don't know it, I'm going to go help you find the answers with others that I have access to. And I believe in you. I love you. And you do have what it takes. I promise. You got to believe. You got to believe so you can receive, and then you will achieve. It's there. It's available for you. So today, go for it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to throw the net over one more time. I am. Will you? And will you be willing to share what that means to you? To throw the net over and do it again? Will you tell me what it means to reach out and grab the hand and say yes? Will you, even though you've denied 3 times, will you tell me what it means to then say okay? Even though you've said you've denied 3 times, and then when Yeshua's there, found you fishing again, that you would just jump out of the boat and run to him as soon as you see him, because you realize he's there again. You're a man. You're a human. Just like Peter. Just like me. But we can do it. Together, we can yoke up. We can be much stronger. God bless you. Have an awesome day. And